Look who's here. Look who's here, Ma. He's sending you something. Treating stains is one of the most frustrating things about doing laundry, but luckily you don't have to look too hard to actually find the best stain removers. They're probably in your house because most solutions can actually be found at the grocery store. Here with his laundry must-haves from the grocery store audience, give it up for the laundry guy, Patric Richardson. First off, I have to ask, because so many people asked, your fast food field trip was legendary. People asked for it for weeks. We aired it. It was a bonanza. It did so well. How did you, we had fun, didn't we?
It was so fun. I mean, I think that, you know, we should just ride around in cars and eat fast food all the time. Which is kind of like my life, just because I listen to you on the radio and do it, so it's kind of, you know.
And that big arch was pretty good, wasn't it?
It was delicious.
Yeah, and we learned all sorts of stuff about Jeff.
I know.
I mean, yeah.
More than we needed to know.
Watch it and you'll laugh at home. Anyway, okay, so I love this topic. All of this stuff, all of your tips, all of these products can be found, probably they have in their house right now.
Yeah, because, so I went to it's National Laundry Day.
Did you guys know that?
Happy
Today's
National Laundry Day.
Which is every day at my mom's house.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
because we know. So I went to the grocery store and I had this goal. It's $25. So this is everything here is less than $25, and it's things that will boost sort of your laundry game.
Okay.
So we're going to start with a booster, actually. Baking soda or borax. You know that I say you shouldn't use too much detergent.
I know.
2 tablespoons. So, but if your clothes are really dirty, like soccer clothes or something, rather than adding more detergent, you want to add a booster, and you can add borax or baking soda. I prefer baking soda because you can use it as a booster, but you can also use it as a stain remover. This happens to be strawberries. The second thing on my list was lemons, but this happens to be strawberries. So what you do is you sprinkle the baking soda on and you squeeze the lemon.
Okay.
And it's going to fizz, and when it's done fizzing, you can just wash it out.
What?
Yeah, so this will even take out red wine.
Call Leslie Miller.
Yeah, but yeah, so
Really?
I think, so baking soda and a lemon, I mean, you know, you could use them other places in the house, but they're great little laundry boosters.
And when you say booster, like borax, what really is, my grandma used to use it. It's an older brand. What actually is borax?
Borax is boric acid. Basically, it's a water softener. If you really just want to break it down, it softens the water, so it makes the water move back and forth through the clothes more easily, so that the water and the detergent can do its job.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, so it in college we used to remember it makes water wetter. It makes the water move through. Yeah, you know.
That's what you said in college?
Well, you know, it's Kentucky.
It's Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yeah, I get
but
it.
yeah, so it just basically softens the water so the detergent can work more efficiently.
There's going to be a run on borax as soon as this is over. So
apparently it has all these other uses. I was reading the back. I didn't know that either.
No, I didn't know that either.
Laundry is the only thing I need it for.
That's right. Next?
Vinegar and water. I mean, if you could only buy one thing, it's a bottle of vinegar. It's 50 vinegar, 50 water. This is the spray remover that you need in the laundry room. I mean,
why? What does vinegar do generally?
So vinegar is acidic acid, so it actually will break down most stains. It will cause the stain to relax and release from the fabric, but as importantly, it's gentle, so like if we were to use it on your suit, it's not gonna lift the color. Something stronger, like let's say bleach will break it down, but it will lift the color. Vinegar will never lift the color.
Never?
No.
So never fear putting the vinegar and water mixture on color?
No, I think vinegar and water is it'd be the very first thing I'd grab if I needed to go to a laundry room.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I just referenced this with the staff today in our meeting. One of your greatest tips, in my opinion, we all have eaten greasy food. We've all gotten oil or grease on a pair of jeans. I have some right now. Do you not, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't it you say spray vinegar and water, and then don't you put soap on that, the liquid soap? Did I do that order right?
Nope,
you do vinegar
exactly
first.
Right, because what you want to do is you want to break down the oil so that then the stain remover can attack the stain. So the vinegar is going to break down the oil so that you can get to the stain and wash it out.
Got it. Why do we have sugar here?
Sugar, okay, this is hysterical. This is a tip I've never shown, and I've saved it for your show. Yeah.
Take that, Good Morning America.
Exactly. Suck it, Kelly.
That's right.
You can actually use sugar to remove grass stains.
What?
Yeah. So
Did you learn this in college?
I did actually. So it's a Victorian thing. So you mix vinegar and sugar and water to be kind of like a slurry, and you put it on the grass stain, and then we're going to scrub it with a brush, and we're going to let it sit. It's actually going to start breaking down right now, but we're going to see, you can see it already starting to smear. You're going to let it sit, and the sugar will lift the chlorophyll, and it will take the stain out.
So the smearing is a good sign.
Yeah, the smearing means it's already starting to work.
And then, but how long do you let that sit?
About an hour.
About an hour.
About an hour, and then toss it in the washer.
And then it'll lift up.
Yeah, it'll come right out.
Because it is grass stain season with people getting in their yards
baseball
and stuff.
yeah.
Sugar does that.
Yeah, is that funny?
Why? We have like 30 seconds. Why do we have shout here?
These are color catchers, and if you don't have color catchers, this would be the second thing I'd buy.
The hell is a color catcher?
A color catcher is for those people, none of you do this, but it's for those people who don't sort. It will keep the clothes.
You okay over there, Aaron? Aaron and executive producer Jeff just throw everything together in their wash.
Okay, I'm leaving this for them. So it will actually absorb all the dye. So if you had a red and white shirt and the red started to bleed, it goes in the color catcher and doesn't go into the white.
Shut up.
Yeah, you can buy these at like any grocery store. They're going to be in the laundry aisle. This would be, after the vinegar, this would be the second thing I'd grab.
I know we have to go. Let me just say, that's a really big deal because Patrick is very, in a good way, picky about brand name products that you think we should use. The fact that you are naming that tells me I'm buying that today. That's what I'm going to say. More with Patrick when we come back. Back after this, everybody. I have never in my life heard of these.
They're amazing.
Welcome back to the show. We're here with the Ina Garten of Laundry, Patrick, the laundry guy. Follow him on social for more. You know what I'm going to say. In that commercial break, I sometimes tell you what happens in the commercial breaks. Let me tell you what happened. This staff here, you would have thought Patrick had gold-plated babies. Ask the audience. We barely rolled the damn commercial, and the entire staff, all 15 of them, swarmed Patrick for these dumb things. Victoria, our floor director, was like a gazelle, and she leapt She leapt over the counter to grab these.
Yeah, it's true. But, but I kind of get it, though, because, I mean, they're really great.
I'm going to get them now.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're going to take those. If you
Are you kidding me? They'll kill me. I'll give them to the staff.
Yeah, fair enough.
What do we have next?
So it's spray starch. And
spray starch.
Spray starch, people are kind of afraid of spray starch. One of the biggest things people tell me is, I send my shirts to the cleaners because I want them starched.
I didn't even know people starch shirts anymore.
Yeah, well, a lot of people want that crisp finish, and they think they can't do it at home because they've used spray starch and it flakes. Like when you spray it on and then you iron and it flakes, and people don't like that. And I just want you to know, spray starch is great. The trick is, you don't just spray and then like iron. You spray the whole shirt before you lay it on the ironing board so that the starch has time to absorb into the fabric. Oh. And then the steam from your iron reactivates the starch, and that's how you get that, like, I'm gonna call it pro finish.
So spray the whole darn shirt.
Right, just spray it all over. Like while it's still on the hanger, I just spray the whole thing, and then you take it off and you iron it.
Okay. That you changed our life again. I'm sure the staff will swarm the desk for this one when we go to break.
I'm just going to leave a kit, and then I'm going to get out of the way.
Good Lord.
You know.
What do we have next?
So next is our friend Vodka. And we love vodka.
We love vodka.
So for laundry, remember, it's really cheap vodka.
Yeah, don't get the good stuff.
No, you want cheap because you want actually the head of the vodka to do it. But vodka removes the odor from everything. So when you have stinky sneakers and that sort of thing, you spray it with vodka. But we're starting to change our wardrobe from winter to summer, and you may take something out of the closet and it kind of has that musty sort of closet cough smell. Spray it with vodka. Just give it a spritz with vodka, and then it's good to go.
Do you dilute it at all, Patrick, or is it straight vodka?
This is straight. It's just straight, just the cheapest vodka you can get your hands on.
Yeah.
Like, go to the bottom and then reach to the back.
But I got to tell you, buddy, Smirnoff isn't bad.
No,
I mean, you know what? I would drink that.
No, it's
funny.
You know,
yeah.
I was at a liquor store once, and they told me that Smirnoff wins every award. So if you're going to make a martini, it's the best.
Thank you. It's just not popular here in America. In other parts of the country, other parts of the world, it's considered like premium.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know more about vodka than I should. Anyway, next one.
And now you know laundry.
I know laundry,
Which you already did.
Yeah.
So the next one is rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol, people use this pen, and I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to get sued, but you can buy this pen that you're supposed to rub on and then like it'll lift out stains. It doesn't work, by the way. What will work is rubbing alcohol. You put it in a spray bottle, and all you do is you put a towel behind it, and you grab the rubbing alcohol and you spray straight through it. And you spray through, easy for me to say, from the front to the back, and the stain will disappear. So like you don't have to wash it. You just do this and it's done. So like when you're at Disney and it's in the middle of the afternoon and you don't want to change the shirt, you just put a towel on the inside, you go to the hotel room, spray it with vodka, spray it with rubbing alcohol, and it's gone.
Or like tonight, if I get injured during bowling and I get something on it, I can Bjorn and I can spray. Perfect.
Just like that. And then last, but absolutely not least, is candy. Because I'm into like, sort of the dopamine of you've done the laundry, now you get a reward. And fun fact, when you tell people...
Is that why this is here?
That's why it's here. And what's fun is, there's a fun fact about it. When you tell people you're going to the laundry room, they don't follow you, so you don't have to share.
Well, I'm taking the dots. You picked my favorite. I would cut someone for dots. These are my favorite candies.
Yeah, well,
I love dots so much.
I'll throw the dots one way and the color catcher's the other, so you'll be safe.
Right.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break and let the staff swarm Patrick. We'll be back in a moment. Patrick's going to answer your questions that you sent us via the socials. We'll be right back. I do love the dots.
There they are.
Doing a great job.
Aaron better watch out. By the way, see the stain has changed color.
Thank you, Tate. We have a new audience coordinator. His name is Tate. Right there, yeah. There he is. Thank you, Tate. America's youth right there. It's a tradition here. It's a tradition here when Patrick visits. We give him over to you. Hope you don't mind. Oh. It's time to answer laundry questions from the Jason Show Instagram page. You ready? I prefer to call this Stump the Laundry Guy.
Right, let's do it.
It's like an old Johnny Carson bit. Here we go. Kate, hey, Patrick. Is it possible to somehow make a sweatshirt soft on the inside again?
It's so easy, and I hate to say this because it's so easy, but I feel like a broken record. You need to use less detergent. If your clothes aren't soft, you're using too much detergent, and they're crunchy. So cut back on the detergent. It's going to take 3 or 4 washes for it to come out, but after 3 or 4 washes, it's just naturally going to be soft again.
And again, repeat it for new people. How much detergent?
2 tablespoons for a full load of laundry. If the load is full, it's 2 tablespoons. When the load gets smaller, you have to start cutting back. So a half a load is 1 tablespoon, small load's a half a tablespoon, etc.
It'll change your life. I know it's weird at first, but when you stop doing it or when you start doing it, you'll never know how you did it the old way. Next, Mary. Hi, Mary. Hey, Patrick, is there a way to get pen ink off my khaki pants?
Yes. So if it's ballpoint, you can use our friend rubbing alcohol. Thanks. If it's gel pen, there's a product at the hardware store called Amodex.
Amodex?
Amodex. It's made from the 1940s. It actually is a woman. Her dad invented it for doctors to wash their hands, and the nurses started stealing it because it was such a great stain remover. So now they sell it as a
kind of like our
remover.
staff. Yeah.
And like even Sharpie recommends on their website to use Amodex.
Amodex. Write that down, everyone. Next. Stacy, how can I whiten and brighten dingy white socks?
Oh, this is great. There's a 2-part to this. First, you can use baking soda or borax because that will lift the dirt, but then they're probably sweaty because socks are notoriously sweaty. Add some oxygen bleach. So don't use too much detergent. Add some baking soda and some oxygen bleach, and your socks will be as white as the day you bought them.
Tina, what up, girl? She writes, hey, I've got these jeans that keep losing dye. I've soaked them in salt water numerous times. Help.
Okay, so the first thing you want to do, they're releasing dye because the dye was never set. The salt is actually a mordant, which is what you want, but you need to wash them in really hot water to get them to release as much dye as they're going to. and then you set them with salt. What's happening is there's so much dye still in them, it's just never completely washed out. So wash them once, really hot water, and try to get rid of the dye, and then soak them in salt water, and they'll be good to go.
Next is Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. How do I get out black rubber stains from the playground? My kids' pant knees are black.
Okay, so this is actually really hard, but you can totally do it. You can wash them with ammonia. That will do it. Ammonia is totally safe. You can put your hands in it, so don't worry about that. The other thing you can do is you could scrub them with baking soda and the lemon. But the thing is that you're going to have to do it every single time. The ammonia, you can just add that to the wash water. So it's a little easier, but both of them would work.
Okay. Next, Karen. Hey. How do I clean the vent screen in the dryer? I clean the lint out, but there's an accumulation of something that stays on the screen. I think it could affect the drying time and effectiveness.
It absolutely could. I'm guessing that you use dryer sheets. It is a buildup of that sort of silicone that's on the dryer sheet. Take it completely out, wash it with dish soap. Normally we don't use dish soap in the laundry room, but we can use dish soap on the laundry device. So take it out, wash it with dish soap, and scrub it. Rinse it and make sure that that's gone, because you are absolutely right. It will slow down the drying time significantly.
And then burn your dryer sheets.
Exactly.
That's right.
Most important part.
Yeah, Patrick, look, he slammed furniture. He hates dryer sheets. Molly's last one. My apartment washer doesn't have an express cycle. Would the casual cycle be okay?
Absolutely. So what you should do is just time them. I mean, just go in there and do a setting, do a load, and time them, and find the one that's closest to 30 minutes and go with that.
I lied. We have time for one more.
Oh,
Linda.
awesome.
Hi, Linda. How do I get the yellow out of my grandma's flour sack dish towels without ruining the embroidering on it?
Oh, we're going to use the lemon and baking soda trick, and it actually has turned color here. But do the baking soda and lemon, because those are probably like oxidized stains, because I'm guessing they've been around a while. They're oxidized stains, so just do that and it'll totally wash right out.
Leo, can you take the over the counter camera here? Look at that. It's oxidized. It's already the first thing with the baking soda. It's already changed color here.
Yeah.
Look at that. Just in the short time that's like, and then you throw that in the washer.
Yeah, once it's turned color, you just throw it in the washer and you're good to go.
That's what Patrick squeezed the lemon on, everybody, in that first segment. Give it up for Patrick, everybody. Follow him on social media for more laundry tips. Pick up copies of his books. And when you're visiting the Jason Show in the beautiful Twin Cities, go to the Mall of America. You're going to anyway. And his store, Mona Williams, is on the second floor.
Second floor.
That's right. I know exactly where it is because I'm there a lot. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. That's crazy.